Good morning. I am so glad you are back again for day 2 of our tech week. So if you're new to me, my name is Anastasia Aruz, and I'm a family coach, consultant, helper. I love helping families with everything from behavior to school support to just helping you get healthier mentally, physically, all of it, just to have a healthy family system. That's my big goal in life, is to help families have that system that is healthy and works in a way where everybody's getting the most out of it. So I'm glad you're here today. This week, I'm really focusing on technology and apps that our kids use and trying to teach you things that I have learned over the years that necessarily aren't perfect, but that have helped me. So hopefully this will help you, and I can share it with some of my mistakes that I've made and that you won't make those same mistakes. And today we're going to be focusing on Roblox. If you have a child probably between the ages of 8 and 12, you know about Roblox. It is a game platform that the kids love, that even if you say to them they're not allowed to play, they will find a way to play because they're all playing it. And they love it. They love it, love it, love it. Do I love it? Not really. A lot of violence, a lot of inappropriate stuff on there. But it can be done in a way where you know what's going on and you can have conversations with your kids about it that will make it not a secret and make it better for your family. So everyone's talking about it and it's something that is well known and the kids don't feel like they need to sneak it or hide it from you. So let me share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. Okay, you like my little thing? I mean, isn't that cute? The little thing reminds me of Mario Brothers. It probably is what they're going after, but okay. So what is Roblox? Roblox is an online game creator system where the majority of the content is created by amateur game creators in a studio, like a Roblox studio. You can actually download the Roblox studio to your computer. When I was working in my therapy practice, I had that on my computer because I did some of the Roblox stuff with the kids because it is so popular and I wanted to learn more about it because they love talking about it. And so what's interesting about Roblox, this isn't like a company is creating the games. It's actual people, humans, like kids, adults that are creating these games and then they're publishing them on Roblox. That's what makes it a little bit scary because you don't really know what's going to be there. It's very violent on some of them. There's a lot of those active shooter games. I think that's what it's called, or first person shooter games on there. Some are done with actual rifles and bullets. Others are paintball type games. But they're all created by amateur people and put on the platform, which is great if you have a kid that loves creating stuff, right? Maybe you have a kid that wants to be a gamer and wants to create games. This is a great platform for them to learn how to do that. But then it can be bad because you're getting a lot of stuff that you necessarily don't want your kids to be playing, which I totally get. These games can be played by children worldwide. So can be from anywhere. Kids love this all around the world. And if you start researching it, you're going to see that kids all over the world are playing this and that they can play online together. They can play on their phones, their tablets, or even on a computer. The kids know exactly how to do it. They know exactly how to connect with their friends, and they're not scared of it. So us as parents could be scared about what can happen. They are not scared. And that's where the disconnect comes, because we need to figure out a way where we can work together, where our fear and their non-fear kind of cohesively go together and we can make it something that is workable, right? Because I definitely have my fears about it. And my son definitely doesn't have any fears about it. But we've had so many conversations about what it looks like, about who you talk to, who you don't talk to, that he's pretty, I guess, what's the word? Like well-versed on what is appropriate and not. Now, not that he doesn't try to do stuff that's sneaky. I know he does, but at least we talk about a lot of things. And he tells me about people he's blocked or if someone does something that's mean to him, because he knows that I'll have a conversation and I won't be like, you need to take that game off your iPad. I make sure that I talk with him about all the things that are happening. So I know that he is being honest with me. So who is it for? So this is the other tricky part. So my son's only 10, right? And this is for children 13 or older. I actually started letting him use it when he was 8, I believe. It was like right after COVID. It seemed to become pretty popular around COVID because when I was doing my therapy, I had a lot of kids tell me about it. And I actually would do it with some kids during that time because we were doing telehealth, and I would do it with some kids because there's really fun games on there. Actually, there's some fun like house building games that are really cool. So they do say it's for 13 or older, but most kids 8 or older are going to know about it. And so if you have a kid that's come to you, your child's come to you and wants to play it, I suggest that you learn about it. The way we started is that at first I let him, I had downloaded it on my phone because I had been doing it with my therapy kids. And so I let him use my account initially, and then I let him make another account on my phone. So initially it was just on my phone and we would play it together, or I would just let him play it actually. And it was just on that device. And then as he got to be 9, I let him put it on his iPad, and he's able to do it from his iPad, but I still have it on my phone. So even today, as we speak, because I check it, right? Like I'll show you, I have the Roblox app and I have him logged on, like he's on my phone. So I can see his friends. I know exactly how many friends he has. I know who the friends are because we've talked about it so much. Like he'll tell me, like, I'm like, who are all these people? And he'll tell me. Most of them are people locally that we know, or he has a couple of friends from Florida, but typically I know all of the kids on here. And we've put in our discussions have been about not talking to people we don't know. If you do meet someone that you don't know and you want to talk to them, we really need to talk about that, but that's never happened. He's pretty much stuck with the kids he knows. And when he's playing it too, it's usually with kids that he knows, and I'll hear their voices. So I know the kid, right? I don't let him put headphones on with it. So I can hear what's being said, and I hear who he's with. Okay, so some ways to make it safe is do it together, kind of what I've just been talking about. So set it up together, set it up on your phone if they're younger. If it's on their iPad, do it all together, set up the controls and all that together. Make sure you put the correct age in. Don't put a different age. Make sure if they're 8, you put 8. If they're 9, you put 9. And then download it on your device. So make sure you have it on your device also. It's not like some of the other apps where you can control it from your device. It doesn't really have any other parent app that goes with it. It just has Roblox, and you have to be able to control it within the app. And I'll show you that in a second here. That's why I like it on my device, so I can see what he's doing. I do have, and I'll talk about this in a second too, that I do have within my iPhone, the family control, where I have him only, the time limit is basically all I can do from a separate system. So then make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're revisiting all of these things with your kids a lot, right? So they're playing it every day. So I would say once a week, you're talking about Roblox. You're asking what games they're playing. You're asking who's playing with them. You're listening to when they're playing. You're talking about the games with them. You're really understanding what is being done. And I'll say, like, my son loves to play this game. It's like, it's a shooting game, but it's not done with bullets. It's done with something else, which doesn't make it better, but he talks about it with me, right? And so paintball, I think it's done with paintball. And I don't like it because they hit other people with it. So I do not love it. So I really, really monitor what he's doing because he's in that age too. He's 10, where he loves violent stuff. So I really have to pay attention to what he's playing, because if he'll go and play all these shooting games, like, that's all he'll choose, unless I bring something else up. I'll be like, oh, let's play this other one. They have these games where you can build stuff. And so we'll do this neighborhood game together sometimes, but I'm very aware of like all the different games in here. And then what's interesting is like this top row. I'll show you this in a minute. Hold on, let me just stop. Okay, I'm getting like on sidetrack. But anyways, talk about it with them. All right, and then use the settings, the parent settings, and then you can use the family controls on your phone. And I'm going to show you all that in just a minute. So with Roblox comes Robux. And if you have kids, you've heard of Robux. And at first I was very confused about what Robux are, but they're actually like money, like Roblox money is called Robux. And they can buy Robux within the app. You can also get them in gift cards. You might have had a child that has given a Robux gift card for Christmas or their birthday or something. It can be done through your app store. And then there's also a monthly subscription called Premium, where they'll get Robux every month. You can turn on parent controls in the app. And so make sure that if you're not wanting them to buy anything in the app store, that you go to the settings and put the monthly spend to 0. If you do that, they're not able to purchase any Robux. So make sure you do that. And I'll explain the parent controls in a minute because we have had to turn off some of it because then he's not able to change his character and stuff. So they're able to really manipulate a lot on their own in Roblox, which I don't like. But it's really the only way that they can do it to where they're able to actually enjoy the app to its fullest. And I'll tell you what I mean in a second. All right, so for some resources after you're done watching this, if you're like, I really want to learn more about this, you can go to the Roblox website, go to the For Parents section, and I'm going to show you it in a second. There's a lot of good information. And then internetmatters.org has a parent's guide to Roblox and how your kids can play safely. I think that like any apps, it can be safe or not safe. I don't love Roblox, but because it is so popular and the kids like it so much, I think that it's really important that we know what's going on with it, because I don't really feel like it is the safest. Okay, so I was going to show you. First, let me show you. Actually, I'm going to share the screen one more time. If I can get to, hold on, maybe not. I wanted to get to, let me exit this. Stop the share. All right. So I wanted to show you guys the actual like, gosh, stop. Roblox website. I was going to try to show you, but it's not working. Hold on 1 second. Accept that. Close that. All right. So I think I can do this now. I'm sorry. Let me see. Go here. Okay, share. All right, can you guys see that? Okay, we found it. I'm here finally. All right, sorry about that. So this was what I was going to show you, the Roblox for Parents section. So what is Roblox? It gives you a place where you can learn more, and then it tells you a little bit about their safe components. So whenever your kid is playing Roblox, they're going to want to create their own avatar. This is one of the reasons I've had to take off the password part, because he cannot do this without me, without the password being on there. And I've taken it off, but he creates his own avatar and they pick out the clothes. So like, for example, that's his clothing right now, and they can constantly change that. And so as you can see here, they have a feature where they make sure everybody has appropriate clothes. He did show me today that when the avatar is naked, it's like this beige figure, but there's not really any parts showing that are inappropriate. He thinks it's inappropriate, so he always puts clothes on his avatar. But I don't even think they can play without clothes. So anyway, they have this whole setting where you have to wear appropriate clothing, which I think is nice because kids can get a little crazy. There's also a reporting system that if there's inappropriate chat or content, that they can report abuse, and the kids will do that. And I've had kids in my practice tell me that they've done that. My son has told me. So if anybody says anything to them that they feel is inappropriate, they can report it immediately. And they'll tell you about it. Like if they trust you and you have a good relationship and you haven't made it this secret, scary thing, they'll tell you when someone tries to chat with them and if they've said something that's inappropriate. And typically it's nothing terrible, at least what I've found. They've just said mean things that are about just like the game or asking questions, and the kids felt uncomfortable. They also have a filter so that they can, the words are detected. So if there's like bad words or things on there that is like completely inappropriate, the chat will filter it out. So these are the controls I was talking about. So they do have this pin system, which we do not have set for him because then he's not able to do a lot of the features. So I just make sure I pay attention to what is going on for it. We do have it only set to friends for everything. So where it says who can message me, all that kind of stuff is just friends. And then you can see this on the app. So if you go to your child's, like here's his, and I'll turn this off so I'll show you guys so you can see more. Because I know this is one that is very scary to people. So here's his Roblox account, right? So I can click on here to set. So here it gives you this page, right? And then if you go to settings, all of it's right there. So then you can go to parental controls. And this is what we just saw on the video here. So you go to that and you can do all of that. But the issue is he can also go here. So that's why you need that open conversation with them, because he's also able to go on here and change things. So you can put the pin, but then it just messes things up for them. And so I don't have that set right now, but we have a very open communication, but that is something you can do. And he's also a little bit older, but I would definitely put those parent controls and know what it is. I think that's the biggest thing, is knowing what all these different controls are. So you can go straight to this. Another suggestion I have, if you're very nervous about letting your kid play Roblox and they've been asking you about it, download it on your phone first, and not with them, just do it by yourself. Learn about the app yourself, right? So learn about it, put controls on, play with it, see how it works, see how you can create a character, do some of the games, right? Like, so if I put some game, let me find one that I like. So they have these tycoon games. So I can actually put the game on my phone and I can play it a little bit about myself. So you can see right there, there's some people that are trying to stab me, which is not the best. So those are things that I do not like about it. But you can, this one actually, he can walk now. Like if we press on this, he'll walk different places. I don't know. That's another person that's in the game. And so I can make him move. So go in and play with it yourself. I think that's the first thing that you should do as a parent, is really learn about this app, because it can be scary if you don't know about it. And there are a lot of things on there that are not appropriate for the kids. And so the more you learn, the more educated you are, the more comfortable you're going to be. And then that is going to make your kids understand it better, because you're going to be able to have conversations with them about it. All right, so this was my Roblox video. If you have questions about it specifically, feel free to send me a DM, because I don't know how clear I've been on all of it, because it is such a big topic, the Roblox thing. But my suggestions, my top 3 are: download it yourself first, learn about the game, read about it on the Roblox website, read about all of their information that they have, and then go to that other website I talked about, the internet safety one, and learn about it that way. And you can learn all the things that you need to know to make it safe for your kids. I know it's not ideal that we let our kids play this, but they do love it. And it is a way to bond with them too. If you have a child that they're really into gaming, this is a great way to connect with them, because they get so excited about it. They'll want to play with you, and then when they start playing with you, they'll start talking to you. So it is a great connection tool if you have a child that really, really likes this. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, if you know someone that would like it, please share it with them. If you follow me on Instagram, let me know what you think. Yeah, I guess that's it. Have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow for part 3 of our tech week. Have a great night or day. Bye.